Hello there. Happy August. Today we will start on bellies and have your blocks handy if you want them under hands at any time. We'll be doing some spinal balance. We'll be on hands a little bit, so just take care of yourself. And let's start on bellies. Did I already say that? I think I might have. So make your way down and into what is comfortable for you on your belly. So maybe it's Makrasana with arms folded and forehead resting on the back of the hand or the forearm. Maybe your arms are down, palms up or down with a head turned to the side. If your head is down and turned to the side, be mindful of that, and after 10 or so breaths, maybe switch to the other side. One side is going to feel more natural, so it just might be uncomfortable to turn it to the other side, but just give yourself a few breaths on that side if it's not too uncomfortable, just to kind of keep things balanced and even. Wherever you choose to be, start to allow your body to soften. And as you bring your attention to your breath, watch where it goes. Watch how it draws down into your lungs, and with nowhere to go in the front, it starts to expand the ribs in the back. It starts to sneak up between shoulder blades. It starts to expand the sides. And as you feel the diaphragm move down, it changes the shape of the belly. And with nowhere to go there, it starts to lengthen the low spine. Just watching. We won't have a dedicated breath practice today. Our focus instead will be on observing. Watching the breath as it naturally comes. And see if we can manage to keep that distance, that detachment, and be the observer for the whole practice. Watch what's happening in your body, in your mind, in your breath. Without attaching any judgment or story to it, just be the witness, the observer to how you move through this practice. How your energy moves, what happens in your thoughts. Just watching. If you had your head to the side and you haven't turned it yet, Now would be a good time to do that. We'll stay here observing for 5 more full deep breaths. At the bottom of your 5th exhale, don't let me rush you. Slide your hands under your shoulders, elbows pull up toward the ceiling, toward one another. Roll your shoulders down and back. And just watch how that little change in one set of limbs changed the whole energy of the posture. On your inhale, firm your belly, firm your thighs, lift your chest. Exhale down. 3 more of those. Inhaling on your way up. Exhaling on your way down. Noticing what muscles engage. What has to happen for you to lift the chest? What has to happen all the way down to your toes to make your shoulders rise up? And slide yourself up onto your elbows. We'll just find ourselves in Sphinx for just a breath or two. Spread your fingers wide, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Notice what's happening in the low spine. It may feel like too big of a leap into this back bend. If it does, slide your elbows away from each other. Give yourself a way to ease into this little back bend series. We'll slide the right knee out to the side. Press into the right hand. Slide your left arm all the way through. Shoulder comes almost to the edge of the mat. And open the right arm. Coming into a twist. So if you have your blocks handy, it might be nice to slide a block under the shin or a block under your shoulder. You can let your hand rest on your ribs. It may just be too big of a twist to start out with. If it feels kind of abrupt, see where you can kind of manage and minimize that twist a little bit. You want to be able to breathe fully and deeply. And easily. If it doesn't come easily, kind of soften the twist a little bit. Cue the breathing dog. I don't know if you can hear him. He's outside, standing at the door, waiting for me to throw his ball. And watching where the breath moves in this twist. And not just the obvious places. Can we be still enough to kind of notice the subtle changes that happen when we're in a posture. Two more breaths. No hurry. Just watching. Start to deconstruct by sliding the leg long. Starting to roll toward your belly, extricating that left arm. That's the trickiest bit for me. I get kind of stuck there. So however you get out of that place, gently do that. Come back into your Sphinx for an inhale. And an exhale. Slide your left knee out. Press into your left hand, slide the right arm through. Come into your twist this direction, and then same thing. Maybe slide a block under the shin, maybe a block under the upper arm, or even just the hand. Sometimes it's nice just to rest the back of your hand on a block. But again, it might be early days to be in such a huge twist right off the bat. So if you want to let your hand rest on your ribs, do that. Do the fidgeting that you need to do. And observe the breath, right, Rufus? Right? We haven't taught him yet how to breathe through his nose. So, he is an old dog. You know that thing about old dogs and new tricks. So, we'll see how that goes. Just watching your breath. Noticing the little changes. What can get softer? Where are you holding and didn't realize until you got quiet? Two more breaths. And set about unwinding, maybe straightening your leg, rolling to your side, pressing into your left hand, unwinding the right arm. If you've moved your blocks, pop them up to the top of your mat so that they're ready for use once we come up into our tabletop here. So press into your hands, come up into your tabletop. Find a little sway from side to side with your hips, with your shoulders, with your spine. Just kind of a little bit of back and forth. And when you're ready, maybe moving into cat and cow or whatever else makes sense for you. To unwind from those twists, kind of reset from those little back bends. If you want to use your blocks for your tabletop, now's a good time to do that. And it could just be interesting because we'll come into spinal balance. So having yourself lifted a little bit might be an interesting thing to do. So check it out. And then if you want to move your blocks and stay on the mat instead, do that. So slide your right toes out behind you, and at first keep your toes down, press your heel back, find some opening in the bottom of the foot, in the calf. If you firm the thigh maybe a little bit up into the back of your leg, into your hamstrings, shift forward again, float your right foot, send your left hand forward, thumb up toward the ceiling. Find an inhale breath. Exhale, keep the foot up, bring the hand down, turn your left toes under, three-limb dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward, right between the blocks or right between the hands. And maybe hop your left foot over to the left a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, chest comes forward, airplane arms. Watching this nice long line from the left heel to the base of the skull. Energize that whole back line. And watch where the work is. Trying to distribute it evenly between right and left leg. Maybe squeeze your buns on the left side. Maybe open the chest like a cobra a little bit. See if that kind of takes some of the work off of the front leg. Inhale, lift up, crescent. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into your tabletop. Exhale back into your child's pose. 3 breaths. And looking at right and left sides here. What's the right side saying? What's the left side saying? Make your way back up. If you were on the blocks before, stay. Just so we can keep things even and balanced from side to side. Send your left foot back. Toes on the ground, heel reaches back. Maybe firm the thigh, firm the belly. See what changes when you do that. And shift forward, left foot floats, right hand reaches forward. Get long, get tall, draw the belly in. Exhale, just the hand down, keep the foot up, right toes turn under, press into 3-limb dog. Exhale, step the left foot through between the blocks or the thumbs. Slide your right foot out just a tiny bit to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chest forward, airplane arms. Watching that line of energy all the way up from the right heel to the back of the head or even through the crown of the head. That nice long line. So lots of work in the front leg. How can you take it off a little bit? How can you redistribute? Draw the belly in. Draw the shoulders back. the pinkies toward one another. Squeeze your buns on the right side. Press into the right foot. Does that change anything? Inhale, lift up. Exhale. If you have blocks, pop them out of the way. Step your right foot forward into your forward fold. So big knee bend, wide feet, maybe a little wider than your hips. Forward fold. Heavy head, long spine. Maybe rock into the heels, rock forward a little bit. Find that place that's just right. Big inhale breath. Long exhale. If you have a block on your right side, keep it over there. Walk your hands to it and step your right foot long as you turn to the long side of your mat. Wide leg forward fold. So come all the way up. Make your block come all the way to the tallest height, and then get even taller just by fingertips, if that's comfortable for your hands. Roll your shoulders back, long spine, maybe even lift your tail up a little bit. Draw your chin in. Hey, Rufus. And exhale, fold. So we'll do a couple of half lifts that way. We'll do the tallest half lift that we can, followed by a long exhale, a long release. Just watching what muscles are working, what's stretching, what changes with the breath. So press into your fingertips. Inhale, lift up, get long and tall. Exhale, come all the way down. Doesn't that seem like a long distance? So much longer than when we do it normally. Inhale, lift up, press into fingertips, long spine, long neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one more time. Get long, get tall. Lose your block. Walk your hands up to the top of the mat. Step forward again. Make a nice long, or not long, wide stance. Pinky toes and edges of feet on the edge of the mat. Soft knees. Exhale. Take an inhale breath. On your next exhale, hips lower, coming into Malasana. If that's not a place that works for you, sit on your blocks or come, I feel like just come to seated would be just fine. Just seated with your feet out in front of you a little bit wide and knees a little bit bent, because that's where we're going to end up anyway. Palms come to touch if you're in Malasana. Press into the inner thighs. Thumbs come to the heart. Heart come to the thumbs. Lift up. You can do the same thing in seated. Just finding the longest spine that you can. The spine here really wants to flex. See if you can find length. And release the hands. Come to seated if you're not already. And roll yourself back or draw your knees into your chest. And then just whoop, come to your back. Watch the back of your head. And keep your knees in your chest here for a moment. Just a couple of breaths right here. Noticing the length of the spine, maybe a little relief in the spine from that malasana, from the work that we've done with the back body, even though it isn't a ton, it is noticeable. Send your feet straight up and pull your toes down toward your face. And point your toes up toward the ceiling. And pull your knees back into your chest. Let your knees fall to the right. And do what you want to with your arms. Maybe that left arm cactuses. Maybe they both do. Decide what works for you. And just noticing how different this twist is from the belly down twist that we did in the beginning. The shape is similar, but it's a whole different vibe. Two big breaths. Pull yourself back into center. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stir. And let your knees fall to the left. Maybe cactus the right arm, or both. Noticing the difference from side to side. And 2 breaths. Come to your back. Let your feet come down. Just give yourself a rest here for a second too. Feel the bottoms of your feet, your hips, shoulders, the back of the head, the back of the arms. Finally, legs long. And arms down, palms up. Maybe press into your head, slide your shoulder blades a little closer to one another. It just kind of changes the shape of your chest and the way the shoulders sit. Might feel nice. Let your eyes close. And observe. Watching what changes as you start to release and relax. When I can be the witness, all manner of miracles occur. Old wounds heal. The past reveals itself to be released. Present dramas play themselves out without sinking emotional talons into my soft skin. The witness welcomes truth and dares to meet reality on its own terms. It is the ground in which the seeds of transformation take root and finally flower. When the witness is awake, the lake of the mind is still, and in that mirrored surface I see my own true face as spirit smiling back at me. Invite in 5 more full, deep breaths. As if you had the rest of the day to complete these breaths. And either stay where you are for as long as you like, or make your way to your side. Find a breath there. Come to seated. Send your arms out. Big inhale, breath. Palms come to touch. Exhale, hands into heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace.